Hello, my name is Alexis Whalley, and I am here today to talk to you about my journey with having preeclampsia with my first birth. It honestly, for me, I never even worried about it because in my mind, I was not the target demographic for it. I know I was in my early 30s with my first pregnancy. I even ran a sprint triathlon during my first trimester. And so having high blood pressure later on in my pregnancy was not even on my radar. Again, I didn't think I was the target demographic, and I did not think that my body would go there, so to speak. My pregnancy went as usual, no issues. It came so quickly. It literally happened at 37 weeks, going on to 38. I went in for a normal screening because at that point you're going in every week to have your checks. And they do a normal urinalysis on you, and they actually picked up protein in my urine that hadn't been there before. And they were like, okay, let's watch this. And they sent me home with an additional screening to take more urine to then bring it back the next day. My blood pressure at that point was a little elevated, and I was starting to retain some fluid again that hadn't been there the week before. And the ironic thing about all of this is that I'm actually a lymphedema therapist. So it's my job to deal with swelling. It was just building and building, and I didn't really even notice it because it was just creeping. And anyways, returned that next day, gave them my sample, and they came back in the room and said, you're not going home. You're gonna go and have a baby. My protein in my urine was 5 times what the normal should be. And that is within 24 hours. It had gone from being double to 5 times. And I think that just shows how quickly this comes on for women. And the thing is with me, even though they admitted me, they induced me, I had my baby 24 hours later, a rather uneventful delivery. I was then still bed-bounded and put onto mag sulfate for 3 days after my birth. I was so thankful for those, OB nurses who really said, okay, this is what's got to happen. They really laid it out for me. And, those people are miracle workers, quite frankly, and I ended up going home. All of this is going on as you become a new mom. And it's like, are you kidding me? I've had now double thrown on me. And it was so hard to detach yourself from, okay, I have to be a mom and I have to take care of myself, because it's already hard enough to take care of yourself when you're a new mom, like a week into being a new mom. And, I started eating better. I started hydrating better. I point to this because this is now my best friend. I've had 2 children and I now hydrate constantly. And I think that was because that's what started me on my preeclampsia journey. Afterwards was being able to learn to hydrate better and just take care of myself. The short end of the long of it went home on medication. I eventually got to the point I was able to wean myself down off of it, took my own blood pressure regularly, and a year, and this was a personal goal of mine, a year after I weaned off of my blood pressure medication, I ran the Disney Princess half marathon. Again, I did not think I was the target demographic. I was an athlete my whole life. I did not think I had no premorbid medical conditions that would have warranted this. I do know that it is more common in first births now, and every woman really just needs to just take care of yourself in your pregnancy, and just realize that anything's kind of possible, and just monitor yourself. Just monitor yourself, listen to your body and see what it's saying to you, and never ever be afraid to ask questions, because everybody wants to see you and that little baby brought into this world healthy, and those people are there for you. And, as a continuation from my second pregnancy, I really learned to take better care of myself during my pregnancy, because again, if you don't take care of yourself, how can you take care of other people? And, it's like I said, the hydration, I made sure I took vitamins. I kept my stress levels down. I ate better. I made sure I ate lunch every day. And I did not get preeclampsia during my second pregnancy, even though it is more common in first births. If you have it one time, you are more likely to have it a second time. And I didn't. And I don't know if that was more due to me or if that was genetics, I don't know. But I'd like to think I kind of helped prevent it the second time around because I knew what to expect. Again, just monitor the signs. Every woman deserves to have a healthy and a happy pregnancy. And we know our bodies better than anybody. So you just listen to them and never be afraid to ask questions.